They didn't begin with bombs. They began with whispers. Fear passing quietly from nation to nation, long before the first shot was fired. Jesus once said, "You will hear of wars and rumors of wars, not as a warning to panic but as a lens to understand history." When World War I erupted, the world called it the war to end all wars. Yet only 2 decades later, the ground shook again. World War II followed deadlier, darker, more devastating. Historians study politics. Generals study strategy. But the Bible looks deeper into the human heart. The book of Matthew doesn't describe tanks or missiles. It describes something far more unsettling: nations rising against nations. Hatred growing cold, fear becoming normal. Biblical scholars note that Scripture never frames global conflict as random. It ties war to pride, power, and humanity's refusal to live in peace with God aurait acheté. And here's the unsettling twist. The Bible doesn't say wars will suddenly stop. It says they will increase like labor pains. Closer together, more intense, more global. World wars weren't just historical accidents. They were moments when the world collectively fractured exactly as ancient prophecy described. This doesn't mean God causes war. It means He warned us what happens when humanity chooses power over compassion, borders over brotherhood, weapons over wisdom. And maybe the most haunting part isn't that the Bible predicted wars. It's that it also predicted how numb we'd become to them. So the question isn't whether Scripture explains world wars. The question is whether we're listening. Before history repeats itself again.